Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the Rift review we will be looking at what appears to be a joke made by your favorite company, Riot Games. It's no surprise that with the number of new untested champs hitting the Rift there will occasionally be ones that reach OP status, and we can rest assured the devs are keeping a close eye on champs who I don't know have hugely inflated pick and win rates over multiple consecutive patches, which is the telltale sign that they need to step in and do something drastic before players start getting pissed the f off, like nerf an AP-based enchanter supports base AD by 2.
What?
Joining us today we have some bald-jacked midget who's known for getting noise complaints in Korean hotels. Can you tell us your thoughts on Renata, sir?
I hate Renata so much. And every time I play against her, I...
Gonna stop you right there, thanks. Why don't we talk about her recent nerfs?
No, let's nerf her AD. Her base AD, like... So out of all the things, it's like so crazy to think about.
And how do you feel when you have to play against Renata?
When I play against Renata, I get pissed. Actually mad.
Well, Einstein, what do you recommend instead of the 2 AD nerf?
Make the gray health go down faster, or make it start at half HP.
I think that sounds a little bit too logical, but in lieu of these changes today I decided that I would take a deeper look in. Tyler, what did we talk about when others are talking? Anyways, I first figured I would play this free LPE low inflated arcane character, but then I remembered I'm trying this thing where I aim to be a happier person by not playing this piss pit of a game myself, knowing that I'd end up just getting an ADC who doesn't rotate to objectives and dies the second she isn't babysat just to flame my ass, as if her own lack of 3 brain cells that can work together is my fault, as she starts off with an astounding performance just to rage split as an Ashe during objectives, leaving the rest of us to die and ultimately lose the game. Yeah, no, I will just find a replay of a good Renata instead. But then after watching her gameplay the stupid league addiction hit me, so you will see some more aggressive AP build Renata where I slap kids with my fat base AD, so sit back, slap the shit out of my subscribe button. Daddy wants 500k and let's get into it. Alright, so getting into this game we see Pink Mall Cop Renata against Pinata Fiddlesticks as the support matchup, and right off the bat you feel that fat base AD hurt before she whips the gender reveal ball at the pinwheeler for a big early trade. Then not 10 seconds later they stroll straight past the Hogwarts Daycare Center's festivities to shove some more shit up that horny hay bag's Hershey hole, which gets a heal and a flash at level 1 from just walking and right clicking. This has them feeling more falsely cocky than an OnlyFans millionaire with 2 extra cocks in her bum, which opens up a slew of opportunities for the ganking godfather, as you can get an idea for the level of low inflation this champ offers, as a bronze flash comes out of this Diamond 1 player, which puts her and her floating Chemtech butt plug in a bad position as she dies, and pinkback titties Kaisa gets the trade. And typically in my games, if I fight too early in the middle of the Baby Red Robe Academy I get a killer colonoscopy and then flamed in my comments, but with this chick I guess you just press W to shove some horse steroids up your AD carry, and Color Me Fiddlesticks doesn't stand a chance. Even when K-pop your asshole Kaisa is lower than any league content creators' view counts when they post variety content, she can just EpiPen the bitch, get their kill, and then split like a pair of broken ass butt cheeks. And call it a Get Fed Wednesday, because these mean girls are wearing pink and ready to party. Surprise party that is, but no one quite expected this bitch to bring bloody tear gas to said party, so they are all crying and puking on each other until Killer Kaisa can regroup with the power of the cocaine buff from Renata, which turns what should have been a successful surprise party into a straight up slaughter. Then the boys are all lined up for red meat at McDragon's when Pantsuit Patty grabs the nicotine addict by the balls and shoves him to the side before unleashing just a terrorizing wave of post-queso a chipotle fart fog in the battle that's so rancid they start killing each other just to escape it. Word on the street is that some motley gang is talking about vandalizing one of their statues, so Team Pink Mall Cop heads up to enforce some rules, knowing that the fat catfish is the one they have to worry about, but the flaming hot cheetah breath makes him turn away and ultimately get killed. Zed is over here on River Run Boulevard asking people about which gender is the prize, which has all parties involved quite fired up, so the only thing to do is go full-blown Walter White on their asses, which gasses them out one by one until they're all dead without a single casualty on the side of the killers. At this point she has her ADC so fed from shoving stimulants up her ass all she has to do is sing a Shurima song and whiff a gender reveal bomb to get pics. This lines them up to do some good old tower tipping uninterrupted, but what they don't realize is that they are letting themselves be set up for quite the surprise. Then they are positioning for a little Renata rendezvous when she grabs the fat toad by his little load and says kiss this wall as the scarecrow comes in prepping a rainbow suck just to inhale 30 years worth of cigarette smoke that this chick deploys from her floating butt plug as things start getting out of hand with Zed drawing X's on people, mafia men busting shotgun nuts, and this LP inflated Silco side slut serving fat shields to her boys. Then she's doing a splish splash taking a bath in river when Mr. Cigarillo over here wants to slap her ass, but she's all like no, slap this chick's ass instead, and then Kaisa comes in to show the power of one plasma ejaculation at this point in the game. So I guess the amenities that come flying out of this floating butt plug paired with the stimulant shots and the tear gas make her a fan favorite among hyper-carrying ADCs. As you can see, deuces are wild in the KDA and call it a league sickness, but I struggle to watch a whole game without then playing one myself. Let me put it another way for you. If I'm over here and some butt buddies that I would want to do nothing more but to slap around a bit are over here, I am shit out of luck. That is until I see these suckers and realize I can just access what I want through them. Voila, it's like magic. And can anyone tell me what this is called?
Poor game design?
No, well maybe. But the answer here is NordVPN. You see, maybe this group of guys symbolizes a specific game or a site or the latest anime with the fattest hentai honkers online, and you are a hormone-raging teenager who can't watch it because way over here in your region you don't have access. But NordVPN has servers all over the world that you can connect through to access this content by doing this, which is using Rav's link for a fat discount to get NordVPN, and voila, you are getting the fullest out of the internet. Not to mention Nord has tons of other features like threat protection or ways to speed you up on distant sites. It's like Renata, which is basically the best in its class to get you the content you want while protecting you and your data. So say hey to my pinned comment where you can take advantage of the literal super deal they are offering on 2 years including 4 extra months free 30-day money back guarantee. Thank Nord for sponsoring the video, and let's get back into the full AP Rav Renata experience. Starting with a demanding shot call in chat to inform my brass knuckle fart smoky pokey crab claw of a jungler to close out of his MOBA fire clear guide because we are going hunting early, which ends with us interfering with the angry elf harvesting his morning eggs from the chicken coop and ultimately nabbing us a first blood. Then going back bot and laning normally sounds less fun than melanoma on my dick tip, so I head mid to spectate Nocturne making a fool of himself before whipping a fat base AD auto at him for the assist. Then I come back to tell a knock-knock joke to Grumpy Grandpa, but he wasn't entertained when I said, "Renata, you glad I didn't say banana?" So I had to walk of shame back to my base after bombing, but guess what, the fat forest fucker finally caught on and followed me mid, so I was all like, "Thank God you're here, let me introduce you to this laser-strapped statue," and then I lit him on fire and killed him. I tell the boys that I will actually go bot as long as someone with a Twitter following comes down as well to tweet about my whitey tighty tit tuxedo, so they send Seraphine in, which turns bad when I'm like a horny kid in a candy shop full of fake tits as I can't decide on which I want the most, leaving Psyops Ellen DeGeneres to die as stage writing Sona finishes off the obese oak tree. Then if I'm being honest, I was ready to go home and take this damn mask off, but our jungler invited 2 friends over and said it'd be awkward if we didn't come too, so we whip a lot of shit at the dumbass dwarf till he dies, leaving just bouncing Brittany. She finds herself low and glowing like a knee joint in an arthritis drug commercial, so all I had to do was pace around like I had to pee and then hit her with the flash gender reveal bomb and bam. You'd think there's no income tax in mid lane because I've pretty much changed my residence to there as I enter Edgar Allan Poe's part of town from a new angle, which has him doing the old run away from safety routine and not to kiss and tell, but the old fart's heart didn't survive this particular threesome. I decide to escort our floating symbol of pollution down bot for a little gang style gank against that big bag of bark, and right when he's in the clear I shove a hextech fish hook up his shitter and pull him back to the boys. Then I figure a trip up north would be a good change of scenery, as Set pings Mordekaiser's ult as a way of saying he knows that Metal Moron is horny, and one look at me he'll have me in the dimensional closet asking me to give him kisses, so I play it slow and wait for the perfect opportunity to strongly suggest he go back to our super fed male stripper, and then I hang around in case shit gets real but not close enough for spin the bottle to land on me. At this point I feel like I've lived an entire life, yet it's only been 15 minutes, so I think what else is on my bucket list, and one thing that comes to mind is to make a blue chick kiss an old ass man, which I did, but if I'm being completely honest wasn't nearly as epic as half the messed up shit you see on TikTok nowadays, but whatever, at least I can say I did it, and at least I still have my flash to hit him with a gamer girl bath bomb into auto butt plug combo for the kill. We have half their team practically asking for directions back to their own fountain, so I deem this a perfect opportunity to hit them with the flank into fart fog kizzy, only for it to do absolutely nothing. Except for cop me a fat assist baby. I get word that the knight in dying armor took the pink-haired Twitter simp on a date to a different dimension thinking he was gonna get lucky, but in the end no one got fucked as I'm busy running for my life because Fire Crotch Carl over here isn't exactly happy that he got outganked by the enemy support. So that happened, then I nabbed one more kill for myself, and all I can say is maybe they should have nerfed her base AD by 3 instead of 2. Rav out.